The dark side of women's tennis: pressure, media, and mental health. Women's tennis is often celebrated for its grace, glamour, and fierce competition. Icons like Serena Williams, Maria Sharapova, and Naomi Osaka have captivated millions with their brilliance on the court and presence off it. But beneath the applause, endorsements, and trophies lies a much less visible narrative, one of unrelenting pressure, invasive media scrutiny, and a silent struggle with mental health. In women's tennis, athletes often peak at a young age. Many are thrust into the spotlight as teenagers, expected to not only win titles, but embody perfection in body, behavior, and brand. This early success brings with it a tidal wave of expectations from coaches, families, sponsors, and fans. Unlike team sports, tennis is uniquely isolated. A single loss is personal. There's no teammate to absorb the blame. Every mistake is magnified, and every match becomes a psychological battlefield. For young women still growing into their identity, this intense spotlight can be destabilizing. Media scrutiny and the female body. One of the most disturbing aspects of women's tennis is the way media focuses on appearance over ability. While male players are praised for their strength and strategy, female players are too often judged by their bodies, outfits, or demeanor. Tabloids comment on their physique, fashion choices, and emotional expressions, all under the guise of entertainment. Anna Kournikova, once one of the most talked about players in the world, became more famous for her looks than her gameplay. Even today, players like Emma Raducanu and Aryna Sabalenka are subject to headlines about their dating lives, makeup, or off-court image, rather than their tactical skills. This objectification can lead to body image issues, performance anxiety, and a distorted sense of self. It sends a dangerous message that beauty sells more than brilliance, even in elite-level sport. The mental toll of individual glory. Tennis is a solitary sport. There are no timeouts, no substitutes, and no one to rely on in the heat of battle. This isolation extends beyond the court, with players traveling alone for most of the year, away from family and home comforts. The constant movement, paired with the demand to maintain top form, can lead to burnout and loneliness. Naomi Osaka shocked the world in 2021 when she withdrew from the French Open, citing her struggle with depression and anxiety. Her honesty was groundbreaking. For the first time, a top female athlete openly admitted that the media obligations and public spotlight were detrimental to her mental health. Other stars followed suit. Wimbledon champion Ashley Barty retired from the sport at just 25, citing the emotional toll and desire to seek balance. These moments force the tennis world to ask, at what cost does greatness come? Social media, double-edged sword. While social media allows fans to connect with players more intimately, it also opens the door to criticism, harassment, and cyberbullying. A missed match point can lead to a flood of hate DMs. A misstep in press conferences can spiral into a trending hashtag. Young women in tennis often bear the brunt of this toxicity. They're expected to engage with fans, build their brand, and maintain a polished digital persona, all while competing at the highest levels. This adds an invisible layer of psychological labor that wasn't expected from athletes even a decade ago. Mental health support. Still not enough. While awareness around mental health in sports is growing, the actual support systems remain insufficient. Many players don't travel with psychologists. There's still stigma attached to showing emotional vulnerability, particularly in a world that prizes toughness and mental fortitude. The WTA, Women's Tennis Association, has taken steps in recent years, offering counseling resources, encouraging open discussion, and supporting time off for mental recovery. But these initiatives are still in their infancy, and mental wellness must be seen as performance critical, not optional. The need for culture change. To truly support female athletes, tennis needs to evolve its culture. That means redefining success beyond trophies and rankings, respecting boundaries, especially around media access and personal life, educating commentators and journalists to speak about players with the same depth and respect afforded to male athletes, normalizing therapy and psychological coaching as essential parts of athletic development, championing vulnerability as a sign of strength, not weakness. A new generation speaking out. Despite the challenges, a new generation of players is rewriting the narrative. They speak openly about mental health, body image, and burnout. They push back against invasive questions. They take control of their own stories, using platforms like Instagram and YouTube to present their authentic selves. Women like Naomi Osaka, Iga Swiatek, and Bianca Andreescu are not just tennis champions, they are mental health advocates, symbols of courage in a system that often discourages emotional honesty. Women's tennis may be thrilling to watch, but it's important to remember that behind every serve, every fist pump, and every trophy kiss, there is a human being navigating a world that demands so much, often too much. The glamour, the cheers, the spotlight, all hide a more complicated truth.